on the tip of my tongue to do that stupid.
Don't do it.
Do you know what? Okay, Tom.
It's very annoying.
Start again.
Yeah, that makes me want to do it.
Right, clap.
Hi guys.
Hello. Hello.
Where are we?
Bournemouth.
Dressing room.
Yeah.
2 years later. This was the last one.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Before COVID.
Last time we were in here was
BC.
the last gig before
The very last one.
COVID
BC.
stopped the
What?
touring industry.
BC.
Jesus.
Big cock. Yeah, last time we were here was the last gig before COVID hit.
Before lockdown.
Yeah, it was a bit of a strange one, wasn't it? But
I had to go to what's it called? Over the road to get some toilet roll.
because everyone was panic buying, weren't they?
Because Sophia was like, there's no toilet roll at home. I was like, what? She's like, everyone's buying toilet rolls. I was like, that's fucking bizarre.
sad state of affairs, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Back
Should
then.
we not get
Very.
into
Let's
it?
not get into
It's
it.
like
Yeah,
depressing,
yeah,
isn't
It's
it?
Supposed to be upbeat,
It's
isn't
the
it?
past. Here we are again. And we're
It's
going to
nice.
play
Do
a
you know
show.
what? I got up early this morning.
Went to the beach, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, did a little 7 mile.
It's a gorgeous beach, isn't
It's
it?
lovely. The
Very
beer
nice.
is nice.
I went down to that dead cash area.
Sandbanks.
Sandbanks, yeah. It's fucking well nice
Where?
there.
Mr. Redknapp used to have a house.
I think he still does, apparently.
Does
Yeah.
he? Clarkson used to live there as well.
Harry Redknapp.
Harry Redknapp.
Does he
Football
like
manager.
sleeping?
No, he owns like a chain of fish
Jesus Christ.
shops.
What have we done since the last? Well,
We did
We
the
did it
gig
at
at
Aylesbury.
Aylesbury. Let's start
We
off
did the
there.
show. That was good.
Just
wasn't it?
an update on the shower. It was all right.
The powerful one.
Yeah,
It was good, I think.
yeah, it was all right.
Yeah. It was okay.
I agree with Miles about that. Excuse me, the fruit.
The
I agree-
fruit.
Yeah, I had a load of fruit before I
Oh.
came back. I think it's acid reflux.
Belchy.
You what?
Oh, I thought it meant there was fruit in the shower.
I did.
Yeah, I'm fucking
you
no,
know.
it was my barb. I think this episode we should not go on as much
No,
about
we were
showers.
saying that.
Yeah, I
it
was
was
thinking
very
that.
much a shower episode, and I think people like
We got excited, didn't
The
we?
gigs. So since then
Overexcited.
we did Aylesbury. That was boss.
Boss.
Great venue.
We had a day off at home, and then we came to Cambridge. That was boss.
yeah,
Enjoyed
Cambridge was
that.
great.
It
We
was-
had a little day off in between, didn't we?
We did, yeah. It was a little day break.
yeah. We got straight off. Me, Tom, and Miles went straight home after Aylesbury. But you two stayed out.
We did, yeah. We had a day off, didn't we, together?
That's
Did some sightseeing.
Got rat-arsed.
Yeah.
Did ya?
Got a steak as
Got
well.
a
didn't
steak.
you?
was
Get a
lovely.
Chateaubriand.
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 Real nice.
Shout out, what is it? The Cambridge Chop.
Cambridge
House.
Chop House,
Chop
yeah.
House.
It was really, really nice. So shout out to Chambridge
Fucking hell, what else you do? You day off?
Cambridge.
Cambridge Cock House. No, yeah, Cambridge Chop House. So what else did we do? We went to that RAF pub, which was a really old green king
Time
pub.
really flew in there, didn't it?
Fucking hell.
Damn.
We got. We call it.
Damn.
One thing, there was something cool, wasn't there? And the roof, didn't people burn like the names?
Yeah,
and
into the
lighters?
ceiling. Yeah, it was. So it was like
Cool.
entirely covered in
With lipstick, candles, and lighters.
Yeah.
Left their the moniker before they left.
all over the shop.
What
the
is
three
it?
missions.
Just like signatures or
Just like the
dates
squadron
and that?
numbers and the date,
The names
were
and
there
stuff.
It's
nicknames
right.
and stuff.
That's cool.
Really
as fuck, that.
interesting. And
Lacquered now.
it was the same. It was the same pub where DNA was discovered.
Yeah,
Why the fuck did
What
they
do you mean
discover
DNA
DNA?
profile?
Obviously, they didn't find DNA.
they were doing
in
the
the pub
research. You know what I mean? Were they probably to do with
Get
it?
in my bunk for that. Fucking hell.
Do you mean the one?
Fucking hell, yeah.
Do you mean the one? The DNA
Spunk
one
bunk.
that they used. The
Cheers.
police use.
Yeah.
Like, did they do it at Leicester? That I've seen a program on it. They
It's-
discovered DNA profiling. Is that what you
Well,
mean?
no, it was a discovery of the helical formation of
Oh,
the
like the
actual DNA
actual just
that's within
the
us.
first-
I
Yeah.
just don't get why it was in a pub.
Because I think there were students.
There were students at Cambridge.
University. They were probably having a discussion, and then they finally cracked the
And
code.
then from there, police were able to like create a database of human DNA.
When we got off from Aylesbury, we call it a disco drive out.
Well, it's because it comes from when you're doing a gig and there's a night, like a club night on
like a
afterwards.
student night.
Yeah, the techs and that call it a disco loadout because they have to literally get it out
Get
to
the
the
gear
disco.
out as
Straight off.
quick as
To
possible.
the
And the
disco
DJ
call.
can-
But I mean,
yeah.
we call it with a
DJ.
human one where you come off. I love doing it, mate. It gives me a little buzz where you come right off stage and you walk straight onto the tour bus. You've got his engine on, waiting. Get on the tour bus, the door closes and it drives.
We
off
do one
straight away.
tomorrow as
Your
well,
ears
aren't
are
we?
still ringing from the end of Charlemagne, and it's
Yeah.
weird. Like
What?
you're still on the buzz from the gig, and it's like.
The mad one, that.
Success. You filmed this right from getting off?
Get us a shiny.
Location, Stockport, here we go. Fucking Domino's, whoa,
I like Cambridge, lovely place.
It's old, isn't it?
Yeah.
What
Buildings
was that,
are old.
Portsmouth, then we did.
Portsmouth
I liked that.
pissed it down.
Oh yeah, it was.
I
Yeah,
had
it's-
fucking-
Joe got sodden.
Again, I did another big sort of run down the seafront, and then I came across a D-Day museum,
nice.
You and Ewan went to that.
and then I came back, and the
Historian.
historian himself, Ewan Ogden,
You sat
my
over there.
bro, we went back to the D. I invited Charlie, he didn't want to come.
We were tired boys though.
Well, I came back and then told him all about it, and Chaz was like, "You regretted it, didn't you?"
Yeah, I did actually.
You said, "I wish you would have come." I bought you a badge though, didn't I?
Yeah.
we
appreciate
played the Portsmouth Guildhall, which my dad texted me just before going on saying, I saw Elvis Costello there in 1984 when my dad was based. What year did you see Elvis Costello here? Yeah, sound, that's the one that came up online. I'm going to say it on stage. I'm going on stage now. I'll speak to you after. Yeah, I'm going on now. It's 2 minutes to 9, isn't it? I'm on at 9. Right, see you in a bit. Were you docked here? Were you docked here in the Navy? Alright, sound. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Yeah, sound. I'll see you in a bit. Dad's
Based
How
on.
old
Dad
are
was
you
in
in
the Navy.
1984, Josh?
Well, we were pals, so
But yeah, he was based there. He's in the Navy and he was based in Portsmouth.
That got a big reception though, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
Bigger
So
than
did
the
it.
Elvis Costello fact,
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
honest.
There was I think there was a
fun.
large portion of naval associated people in there, wasn't there?
In the crowd.
Yeah.
What do you call people who are in the Navy? Like, you don't call them navals, you know what I mean? What's the...
Sailors.
Fucking hell, yeah. Sorry. I just wanted to know what the
I don't
plural...
know. It's just being in the Navy.
I didn't know if
innit?
there was, you know what I mean? Sometimes they call
Sailors,
like
I don't know.
you know they call, I don't really know army talk, but like
Troops.
squaddies in it and stuff like that.
Yeah, squaddies are like ground troops, aren't they?
Yeah, well, my mate Will, mine and Tom's, he's a PT in the army. He's hench, isn't he?
Yeah.
very.
Then after Portsmouth, we make our way to Exeter for a day off, don't we? And we got very drunk.
We got
and
drunk.
went for a curry.
Oh yeah,
That curry was great.
How
yeah.
pissed was Ryan?
Yeah,
was
we'll
pissed.
insert the photo. The video
Fuck
of
me.
him here.
So
Whoa, I've skipped a bit.
It's a patrician.
Let's rewind. Earlier on in the day, me, you, and Joe went climbing.
oh,
Because
fuck
Joe's
yeah,
an
yeah.
avid climber at home, innit? So for some exercise, Joe was like, come climbing on the day off in Exeter. I found this place
Come
to go.
climbing, Miles. I won't tell you that there's loads of cameras when you turn up to film your fucking deck it. It's fine.
insert video here.
It's
Another
all right.
insert.
Well, the
No,
thing
you,
is,
tried,
you know,
you went in
Whoa.
the deep end.
Can I tell?
Not necessarily.
So we run. It's called fingerboards, right? Where
Steady on.
Oh, matron.
You train like your fingers to get them warmed up because obviously you have got tendons and stuff. You can really hurt your tendons.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Well, this is what I said to you. I went on it just to warm my fingers up and that. And I was like, I'll have a go at that. I was like, don't do that yet. Like you never come climbing before. You don't need to do that. And he just completely ignored me. So I just thought, fuck you then. And he went on it and fell straight on his ass.
So this is the start.
I get it. Put your fingers in.
That's why I'm not doing it. I'm not built for this. Why are you turning into a dog?
Like, you should have listened to what I was saying. You were quite upset though because you
Yeah.
thought you'd be dead good at it, didn't you?
I was good when I was a kid climbing, but they meant for kids. Whatever you climb,
I used
is
to
good.
climb trees.
Trees aren't. I could climb a tree now.
After the other day, I don't.
No, then you got your confidence back.
No,
up.
you were
did
good.
a few more, didn't
you
you?
were good for your first time. You
It was
both
good
did well.
fun. My arm is still aching.
My arm's
from
still
it.
aching.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that.
That would have screwed me for the
there.
gig. That big time.
Yeah, it would have.
It's really.
It's fun though.
I found it.
The shoes are weird.
Yes, you have to have
Yeah, I
very
hated
small
the
shoes.
shoes.
I found it for me personally like the best form of exercise.
Then we went out and got rid of all the effects of climbing with
Booze and curry.
lager and curry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We walked to the Curry King,
Curry
For a
King.
god.
Well,
Gorgeous
first
curry.
of all, a shout out to that old firehouse.
the old firehouse. Went for a pint.
Good booze
Yeah, it
there
was
in
nice.
Exeter. If you ever
Yeah.
find yourself in Exeter, go there. It's good.
Then this old bloke got out of the fucking jacuzzi.
Cock and bollocks were just
But
hanging out.
I think he's delivered. How old was he? About 80?
About 80.
About 80. He was in good shape. He was in really good shape. We was chatting to him.
He looked like a tan leather sofa.
He looked like Ding, but tanned. With no palate. And he got out of the fucking jacuzzi. But he deliberately worn shorts with no mesh inside. So just running shorts. He got out and his fucking dick was full. And his balls. Can you have a big dick? And he was just chatting to a girl in there with his dick.
And we walked up to the Curry King.
It was fucking good curry, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Very, very
Really
good.
good.
I still.
Spicy.
Very spicy.
I'm not a mad curry fan anyway.
No.
But I hate the way it feels afterwards. Like, it just sits on your stomach for
Oh,
ages.
I
Hated it.
knew after that by the end of the night. Like, for me, I was
Yeah,
like,
you went
I'm
straight
done.
to bed, didn't you?
I was in bed by
You
9.
usually finish your night with a curry, don't you?
No, we
If
started
you've been
it.
on the ale like all day, you usually finish your night with a curry.
We were pre-drinking
Puts you
for
to
the
sleep.
curry.
Yeah.
But then
What
Ryan, he had
was
a
so
few pints
pissed.
before, didn't he?
Yeah.
Then he met up for us for a few pints.
Fuck me.
And then
Is he okay?
Is he
the way-
okay?
Just know the clip of him.
The way
he's going to be on
the
now.
way
Something to do with the lamb. I'm sure I ordered the lamb du piazza.
Is it? We should go with garlic bread.
You know what I mean? Stockport said.
it was coming up to us going, is he alright?
Is your
Is he
friend
okay?
alright?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
We were still on the first beer and he'd done it in and he was like, who's having another beer? We're
You
like,
can't
"Oh."
remember the food, can he?
He was
No.
being so loud.
What, eating?
No, just like he was going, yeah, that's mine. Do you know what I mean? Like, sitting and like coming over and like obviously the fish allergy. So I was like, I've got a, do you know what I mean? Just like, I've got a fish allergy. And he was going, no, serious fish allergy. And I was like,
Severe.
shut the fuck
There was like
up.
a nice family next to us going like, weren't there? Yeah, looking over, they're anxious.
Do you know what I caught them saying?
What?
There was a moment of silence on their table, and they were all looking at each other just like that. And the old boy went, "They're okay."
Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh,
You got his number after, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, you went and spoke to him, didn't you?
Standard chat. Chaz loves speaking to like middle-aged guys. You do though.
I don't.
If you ever see Chaz, he's like, "Where's
He's a
Charlie?"
normal
always
guy.
He's always got
You
collared.
made a
hasn't he?
couple of pals on planes.
Yeah,
haven't
he's
you?
always got
Ralph.
collared. He's always got collared by like a guy in his like mid
What do you
50s.
expect when you
They're just
put
normal
in a
guys.
seat next to a middle-aged man?
No,
You
but I'm
know?
saying
them.
I've been.
Don't
We've all
speak,
been.
that's
We've
what
all
I
been.
Ignore them.
Yeah, you two wouldn't speak to anyone. Would you?
It's not the way I roll.
I saw you run on the tour bus away from some fans the other night in Cambridge. Actually,
I wasn't. Well, no, I'm just.
you thought you got away with it. I saw you do it. I was like, "That's tight as fuck." That
Social anxiety is a real thing.
You've got
bullshit.
social
And there's
anxiety.
also being a bellend. That's real.
That's what it was.
No, it's like, you know.
you came
like,
out afterwards. I'll give you the benefit because me and Tom
No, of
obviously
course,
stopped. and was like,
no,
nice to meet
I
you."
always come out at the end when they've all gone. Do you know what I mean? No, I'm only joking. No, you know, you get off. I have a shower, don't I? It's a bit sweaty. You
You're
know.
like after a gig. Sometimes I'm not arsed after a gig. I could have someone come like mates and that come in straight away to the dressing room and like have a chat. You like a bit of chill time, don't you? You don't like it. It sends you a bit under.
Yeah, you need to decompress
Well, everyone's
and just
different, aren't they? You
relax in your space. I mean,
Miles might
I'm-
need his own dressing room.
It's nice to wind down after the gig for a little bit.
Yeah,
I
I,
like that.
I don't
Yeah.
like it when everyone piles
Sorry,
straight
I'm
in.
not.
No.
I'm
I
personally
like
arsed.
at least 15 minutes.
You know, when
10,
you've got your
15.
strides off and people are
Yeah.
all that kind of
it's
shit.
the adrenaline as well. You just need to chill for a minute.
Yeah.
Notice I'm always in my boxes, aren't I? I'm in my boxes a lot. I love being knocking about in my boxes. It's weird.
Yeah, if I'm about to jump in the shower, someone walks in like, "Good gig, mate," with a fucking pint in hand, I'm like, "Fuck off." Do you know what I mean? Not arsed you are. It's true.
No,
Sorry.
fair enough. It is what it is, isn't it? But yeah, I think that's a good roundup of what's happened.
Just quickly,
Fucking I'm such an old
we've
man.
we've developed. Charlie, Ryan, and I have developed a thing with. In each city, we go and find the like Asian supermarkets.
Yeah.
And I forgot to give it to you the other day. I got you a little gift.
Oh, fuck off. Have you
Okay.
actually?
Yes.
Is it
Yeah.
fucking...
It's a gift for
Ramune
Joe
soda?
from Josh today.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. There
Hey,
you go.
yo.
I meant to give it. I got you that in.
What is it?
Fucking the
Nice.
best
I got that in
drink in the
Cambridge.
world. I fucking
think.
love this shit.
Hell of shit.
Ramune soda. I first had this in Japan.
What is it? Is it like hangover?
It's just, no, it's just a soda.
Have you ever
Just
had it
no-
before?
I don't really like soda.
It's not the
Should we open
Picari
it or have a
sweat.
taste of it and then...
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
do
mind
it.
a taste. I've never tasted
Have
that.
you never tasted it?
No,
I
no.
think
Honestly.
I believe it's like it's a mad flavour, isn't it? It's like a
It's just very
mojito
sweet.
flavour or something.
Yeah.
Is
I
it?
think Junko.
And it's got-
Junko's a fan of ours from Japan who comes over.
It's got a little marble in the top.
Yeah,
and you have to press it in.
Was it from the war that they changed all this because they didn't have? They had like a metal shortage. I believe that
You often find like Victorian bottles have a glass marble in.
Sorry, I'm talking. You know, they used to do that, but then when the war came, and obviously
they
metal
had
was
to
used for like tanks and army and stuff like that. They went back to this.
Boring. Oh, I get what it's like. It's like a fucking opening tomato puree.
Watch this. Look. Wow.
You see the little marble.
And it means when you're swigging it, it doesn't take too much.
And then what you might do is you see these little divots here.
So nice.
Is divots a word? Yeah.
It is now.
Well, that's where the marble sits while you drink like this.
Delicious.
On hot toast.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, that's good.
There you go. Do you want to try it? Yeah. It could be a bit cold.
Smell first.
Put the microphone to you.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't keep it in the fridge.
That's rude of me, that really, didn't you?
Yeah. Could be colder.
Sorry.
Free gift.
Fuck you, man. I didn't mean that. I just mean for everyone trying it. What do you think, Tom?
I can fucking
It's
smell that.
It's a peculiar taste. I love it. It's quite
I'm not really a fan of that kind of thing.
What's it
If I'm
called?
honest.
So a swig of that.
Ramoon, is
It
it?
reminds me of like an ice
Ramoon
pop
something.
or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
When
like
an
an
ice pop
frozen ice pop.
goes,
Do you know what?
melts.
I think they
the
sell
end of an
them.
ice
They
pop.
sell them in Sainsbury's.
They do.
In some Sainsbury's.
It wouldn't be. I don't know. If you were really thirsty, you wouldn't choose one of them, would you?
I do.
Because of the
The amount.
the
Push down. No, it's
Yeah.
not too. I mean, I took my time with it then.
you
didn't
just
I?
want to chin something else, wouldn't you? Really, it's nice though.
The product design
gimmicky,
prevents the
innit?
marble escaping. It's a marble. Remember the marble?
I feel as though if it was in like a normal can, it wouldn't taste as good.
No, it's a novelty when you press the
You've had
thing
it
in.
before, aren't you, Miles?
I fucking love him.
Let's pass it here then.
Bubblegum.
That's what I mean. But it's lovely. It's my favourite drink. So thank you very much for that question.
It's all right.
We put an Instagram out this morning asking for questions
I see.
about touring.
What?
Put the microphone to your mouth.
Sorry, I just read one.
Go on, read it.
I don't want to. Do you want me to read it? You asked for it.
Fine.
Who sheds the most?
That would be me.
You asked for it.
It's fine.
And then it says, who sheds the most hair? Like, whose hair? Do they pull out their ass? What? I don't know. Yeah, some
Hair
of them-
pulling out your ass.
Apparently, yeah. I don't know. Here's
Come on.
one. Sorry, go on, Tom.
No, I said carrots.
Yeah. Do you prefer being on the bus or being in dressing rooms?
Boss.
I think it depends on the dressing
Sometimes
room.
it's a really good dressing room.
Yeah, if it's a really good dressing room,
Big room.
Because the bus you're travelling on it and
yeah, it
everything.
can be a
So
bit pokey. But sometimes, like, for example, today, for whatever reason, there was no tea tackle in here.
yeah,
So there was no milk. I had to go back to the bus to make a brew. Do you know what
It's
I mean?
not-
So it's a bit like,
it's not
if
ideal.
I'm being
that.
honest,
You seldom come
sometimes it's
across a
like-
good dressing room, do you?
Mm.
So I'd say on the whole, probably the bus, I would say.
Mm.
Lighting's a big factor in dressing rooms, I think.
I hate
Yeah, I
sleeping
do.
on a tour bus. I struggle sleeping on a tour bus, but I fucking love the vibe of the tour bus. I love it when we're all together. Like, last night we all
Last
watched
night
The
was
Office.
ace. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Do you know what I
great.
mean? I had a nice bit. It's dead cozy night. I love that. But
Before a gig, though, I don't like being on it like the half an hour before a gig. It's not for me.
I know what you mean.
I need to get in here and like get the tunes. Do you know what I mean?
You settle into the
In the
gig
zone.
then.
Yeah.
The
you
gig
sort of
mindset.
you're a bit like you're like the vibe setter, aren't you? But fucking hell, what's wrong with me today? You're like the vibe setter, right, before a gig.
Do you think so?
tunes.
Yeah, like you're probably the first in from the bus,
Mm.
and then like you get it.
I like to get my stage gear on in a good amount of time. I don't like rushing for things.
You're always brushing your
Brush
teeth
my
with the
teeth,
tunes.
put
on.
aftershave on. It's like
We used to
treat it like a night out, mate.
We used to
Yeah.
tour with lights, didn't we? Lamps.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
remember?
did,
What,
yeah.
what happened to that?
Bring them back. Do you know what? This isn't.
We just lost.
If we're gonna let's acknowledge this.
This isn't too
This
bad.
is all right.
Wait, can the big light go off?
Yeah, let me try this.
Can we sample?
Miles, just turn it up
Can we
behind you.
sample just? It's a little bit. It's not as soft.
Not quite
It's not as
kebab
warm
house.
white as
Is
the
that
other.
soft?
Oh, what the fuck?
Sorry, you did it already.
Oh, I didn't realise these went off.
Feels
They,
colder now.
We always call it
Put-
kebab house, like
put 'em
it's like
back on.
after a night out. You know, when you go in the kebab house, half cut, and there's always that bright lights in the kebab house. It's when you get home. Is it weird? Is it a weird feeling not living by schedule?
Yeah.
Like, so, and we, like I said before, when we came home from Aylesbury, me, Miles, and Tom, and then you two stayed out. That's sometimes the reason. Sometimes when you go home halfway through a tour, it can feel a bit west.
I personally don't like going home halfway through a tour because I often find myself trying to reset,
Yeah,
and
I'm the same.
I find it difficult to do that. Whereas I'd rather just sit out where the block of time I'm supposed to be out and then go back home.
Yeah.
You know,
Come down
toes
afterwards.
You get into the swing. I know what you like, because you get into the swing of like, because you're active, all your things leading up to this thing at like 9 o'clock at night, and it's you kind of you have your set things that you do, and then it gets to like 9, and then you're on a buzz afterwards, and you don't go to bed till like 1 or 2. Even if you're not getting fucking bladdered, you're still not going to bed till 1.
Yeah,
even the nights
you're just on a buzz,
because you're on the buzz, you can't just go to bed at like
it's adrenaline. You see, we're the same, don't you? Football players, you like play like Champions League games, something.
Yeah,
like kick-offs at 8 o'clock or 7:45, and they say they can't sleep that night for like a long time because like you're full of adrenaline. It's the same sort of thing.
Well, I think like when you go home, you're trying to adjust to like your normal life schedule, like you know, your partner's working or whatever, and you're like up at normal times doing normal stuff, which there's a mad polar opposite of it, which can sometimes be quite funny and nice. And obviously it's nice seeing your partner and hanging out, but the schedule thing is hard to get your head around.
Yeah, and I often find myself just counting down the clock till we have to get back on the bus.
Yeah,
so it's always on my mind, but everybody's different, aren't they?
Does Tom always drink herbal tea on stage? It's a specialty, isn't it, that?
Specialty.
At the moment, I used to drink before I played. So from all the first gigs up until the tour just before COVID. So at the start of 2020, I decided to stop drinking before gigs because I was kind of felt like I was struggling to pitch, wasn't feeling great performing, and I thought, what if it's drinking before? So I decided not to, and now I drink throat coat on stage.
It's like a. Is it an American thing?
I don't know. Wolfie just had it. It's nice. It's good, meant to be good for your throat, so that's what I drink on stage. To be fair, I tell a lie. I had a gin, and
did you like that?
I did like it.
There's nothing wrong with a gin, is it?
I had a gin on stage in Exeter for the first time.
Yeah.
Recently, but you know, you're drinking it throughout the whole gig, so it's one drink.
You're not tanning it.
One drink an hour. It's not.
Yeah. So on the whole, yes, herbal teas for me on stage.
What are some tips you have for artists who are just starting to tour? First of all, I'd say if you've not already discovered, travel lodges on motorways are a game changer. We used to tour and like sleep in like
hostels,
hostels in the cities, and like checkouts at like 9 o'clock in the morning.
And you're sleeping with 12 other
serial
killers.
And then when we discovered that we could drive the van after a gig for like half an hour and get to a travel lodge and checkouts like 11 or 12, we were like, hey yo, and they're cheap.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, the other thing is, I suppose you've got to work to that, even to get that stage. Do you know what I mean? Travel is still expensive and still a big expense. The other thing, I think, the big one for first starting out touring is like getting some own merch of yourself.
Yeah.
We used to like eat. That would be our tea money. Well,
I've just been reading the questions. I've got a good one.
We used to like eat
kebabs.
Well, no, that was our money meals. For like thing. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like,
and also
the night before, we'd literally finish the gig, go straight down to the merch table, and that obviously always helps you sell merch. And I think the biggest thing, if you're a fan of a band who are just starting out and you go and watching them at like a smaller venue,
that personal touch goes a long way.
Yeah, it does. But it sounds horrible. And obviously,
yeah.
I'm not saying if you don't have the money, you don't have the money. But it's always nice to like, you don't know. I understand how much it means to go and buy a bit of merch from a band at that age. Like, you're dead grateful. Like, you know, when you see someone buying the merch, you're like, oh, thank you so much. Like, it's a massive thing that, because there's not a lot of money in touring anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's a dead hard thing. It's a very expensive thing to do. It's obviously the best way to get fans, and it's a sort of necessity. But when you're buying merch from bands, it is a massive.
I try on another thing. If you can, we've figured it as we've like grown as a band. You know, like the segues we do between.
Yeah.
Try and make it
planning the set
slick rather than it's just clunky between the songs. Do you know what I mean? Like
one of the best pieces of advice I've ever had.
Phones in your pocket.
Yeah,
don't have
your
Jack Barrett from Heavenly
Empty your pockets.
He said,
empty your pockets.
We went on stage with our phones in our pockets at Ruby Lounge, and he said,
shit, doesn't it?
He says, "What do you do to stop getting annoyed with each other's company on tour?"
Everyone avoids me.
Yeah.
And then the next thing says, rank each other from least to most annoying.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Ooh.
So
that's a good one.
I think what we do to stop getting annoyed,
I just break out.
I feel like everyone kind of goes and does their own thing. Like, we're with each other a lot, obviously, because we're touring, but we don't wake up and go for breakfast, everyone. We don't always go for
split
tea
off.
together.
We used to do everything together, didn't we?
Yeah. But I feel like now it's like you went for a run this morning. I'll go and we'll do a bit of a workout on
I do that every
myself.
morning, yeah.
I had a pizza on the beach.
You two do a lot together,
I
don't
think
you?
we do a lot together. We've got quite a lot of similar interests, don't we? Like, we like coffee, don't we?
Yeah, coffee's a big one for us.
Coffee and coughing.
I like coffee. I just don't get the invite.
I like it as well.
Yeah, but you don't. With coffee comes cunt food as well. You don't like cunt food.
I don't like. If you
You
fucking
just explain to the
force in
listeners what cunt food is.
avocado
Cunt
and
food.
toast, wank.
Yeah.
I ate all that bullshit.
Just normal scram, to be honest.
Fucking eggs with cream cunt sauce on a fucking bit of sourdough. Get a bit of Warbies down you.
I love Warbies.
Talking of Warbies, he's one there. But yeah,
Sponsored
so
by-
I feel like the way you deal with it, to summarise, would be kind of go and do your own thing a little bit, don't you? Do you know what I mean?
You've got to have your own
Can we
space.
rank who's annoying and stuff? I think that's fun.
love
What
you
we do-
'cause you're,
you do it
you're
then.
fried.
No, no, no.
I don't. It's coming from one person.
I'm shit at ranking. It's
I
not my
think Tom should
vibe.
do
I'm
it.
only joking.
I don't like ranking
Let's
people either.
be honest. I'm the most fucking. I mean,
Yeah.
I thrive off being the most annoying. Do you know what I mean?
You
Like
are
I
the
was
most
climbing in your
annoying.
bunk yesterday when you were just chilling out, just purely because I was bored. That's why I have to do minimum 7 miles in the morning, and that chills me
You've
out.
not
a little
always
bit.
been, oh, 'cause
but
it
I still
relaxes
like
you.
this now, aren't I?
You're like a fucking dog that's got his bollocks still. That's what you're like.
You say I need to be castrated.
You need to be fucking all the
the
best.
sniffs. Do you know
Yeah,
what?
anyway, fair enough. Fucking.
I invited you in this band.
You didn't. You said fucking no at the beginning.
That's like, does anyone know that story? I said, Tom said we should get Miles in, and I said no because he dresses shit.
Yeah.
What's
Damn.
changed?
That's harsh, that. Tom said we can change what his dress is like, and we've still not.
I backed you, mate. I had faith.
Sure, and you just put
I'm not
low.
going to say it's too far.
Go on, no, say
Go
it.
on, say it. We can always
Says,
take it
how
out.
badly does Miles smell?
Right, people say that I don't even fucking
You
smell.
don't smell. I don't. Where's
don't
that come
smell.
from?
Okay.
You don't smell. I'll vouch.
It's
for
like,
that.
oh, his feet stinks. Like, don't smell. Smell my feet now. Go
on, I'll smell them.
I've not had a fucking. I'm not shower today. Smell my feet.
John, I'm honest. It's a little bit feety.
What, smell mine?
Sound.
I've been on a 7 mile.
Also quite feety.
There
Have
we
you
go.
been for a jog this morning, Joe? Yeah.
Sorry, lazy boy. Lazy this time, you.
I've been to
Changed. I have. That's why I jogged this morning 7 miles.
What's some of these questions?
Go on,
What,
hit-
please
hit
say
us.
I
one.
can't.
We can exclude
Who
them.
gets a cob on the most?
cob on?
What's a cob
Does that
on?
mean a fucking?
That's class.
What's a cob on?
Cob's like he gets pissed off easily.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I thought it meant an erection.
Does it definitely?
No, no,
Who gets-
100%.
Who gets a boner the
Gets
most?
like who gets who's in a mood most easily.
Who's-
You're
Who
quite
just done
moody. You
You
get
think
in
I'm the
mood.
mood? I don't think I am.
Yesterday you were moody.
One day. Do you have an on the road? It's not hard, is it?
Fucking hell. Wow.
We do.
We didn't talk about it, but now we do.
Insert the jingle.
Yeah.
It's not hard, is it?
Yeah.
No.
So,
Dun-dun-dun.
do it dead quick. So we went to what's it? Not rock climbing. What's it called? Just climbing.
Bouldering.
innit? We went bouldering.
Type of rock. That's not.
Yeah.
You don't need to say it in that voice, Tom.
You didn't like it.
So you went bouldering.
We went bouldering.
Stop it!
Joe's favourite
Taste,
pastime.
taste of your own medicine, man.
So we went climbing, and for some reason Exeter don't have Uber. So we inquired about. So we're getting changed in the changing room, and this bloke was there. Just like, obviously could hear us talking. Joe goes, oh, you got any taxi numbers? So we give us the taxi numbers. We called the taxis. The guy's called Hallam. Really nice guy.
I'm going to say, first of all, no Uber's fucking mad.
I know.
Yeah, that is mad and
It's a bit
annoying.
outdated, isn't it? That?
Yeah.
So I ring the taxi, no answer. Ring another one. Said it'd be 45 minutes. It's like a 40-minute walk, so you kind of like, we've got all these bags. This guy was getting changed in the changing rooms.
Really.
Hallam chirps up. Do you want a lift, lads? It's only 10 minutes down the road. I've got my car. I'm here climbing all day. I'll give you a lift.
It's not hard, is it?
It's not hard, is it?
It's not hard, is it?
How nice is that?
I honestly appreciate it.
Who snores the loudest? As of the other day, Miles.
Miles.
Well, this is what's weird. I didn't know I snored.
Well, you don't. You're asleep.
I did wake myself up with a singular snore the other day.
Like
I've
a
done
chir-
that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it was during a nap, though. It wasn't like in
Yeah,
the,
I've done
in the
that.
sleep.
Should we call it there?
Yeah.
Talked a bit, haven't we?
I reckon so.
You'll be able to get the best bits out of that. Make it 25.
Maybe we should start making some solid
Segments.
segments.
I like it like this.
I do like the rogue elements.
I like
It's
it.
quite interesting.
Be fine. Once it's cut down. Obviously, the last one we talked more smoothly. This one, it's probably just you just have to edit more shit out of it. But I mean,
Right.
it's sweet.
Should we say bye? Bye.
Bye.
Ta-ra, see you. See you.